it's April from April's Home, and today I'm here to share with you a recipe, a very easy cookie recipe, Cool Whip Lemon Crinkles. These are a cake mix cookie, and very, very easy. The only ingredients are 4 eggs, 2 boxes of lemon cake mix, and 2 containers of Cool Whip. This is the 8-ounce size of Cool Whip. I say 2 of each and 4 eggs rather than 2 because 1 box of cake mix makes a really small batch, and I like to have a lot to share. So I always double this cookie recipe. Again, 4 eggs, 2 of the lemon cake mixes. I like these Betty Crocker Super Moist Lemon Cake Mixes. And then again, 2 8-ounce tubs of thawed Cool Whip. And then you'll need powdered sugar to roll them in. So the first thing I'm going to do is empty the 2 tubs of Cool Whip into my mixing bowl here and crack my 4 eggs in, and then we'll get it mixed together. Okay, so I've cracked all 4 eggs into the Cool Whip here, both tubs of Cool Whip. Now I'm going to use my electric mixer to blend this all together. You really want to get the eggs completely blended together with the Cool Whip. So let's move the bowl around so it's all blended nicely. Okay, so that looks nice. And now I'm going to open up both cake mixes here and get them poured in. So here's the first cake mix. I almost chose too small of a bowl here. My other bowl is currently in use. So I think we'll be fine though. And cake mix number 2. Okay, so now we'll go ahead and use the mixer to get this all blended together. And it's going to be a very sticky mixture. But you can see how simple this recipe is. The start of this cookie with just these 3 ingredients. You just want to combine it all together until all the cake mix is thoroughly incorporated with the Cool Whip mixture. Okay, I have this almost all mixed together, but I'm going to grab a rubber spatula and go around the edges and lift up the bottom to make sure there's no hidden pockets of cake mix that hasn't been incorporated into this mix. You can also see this is a really sticky cookie mixture here. But that's okay. We're going to go ahead and chill this in the fridge as soon as I'm done here, and I'll get some plastic wrap over it, chill it in the fridge for about an hour, and I'll come back and show you the rest of that. And we'll give it another little blend here with the blender, or the mixer. It's very sticky here. Okay. You can see how it kind of fogs up in the mixers here. You just have to lift it up very slowly. Let it kind of tumble down. You can lower your speed too. And you can kind of let gravity help out with that also. And then kind of run it a little bit more. Keep going at that until you're sure you've got it all mixed together there. And when you're done, just lift it out slowly. And then stop right before it starts flinging the batter everywhere. But there you go. So that's all mixed up now. And I'm going to get some plastic wrap over this and get it in the fridge. Okay, so my Cool Whip Lemon Crinkle dough is out of the fridge. It's chilled for about an hour now. It's still really soft, but that's how this cookie dough is. And then I've taken some powdered sugar and just filled some into this mixing bowl here. I didn't really measure. What I'm going to be doing is dropping this by rounded tablespoons into this powdered sugar and rolling it around. It's a very sticky, messy process, but I'll do that and then I'll put it onto my parchment-lined baking sheet here. Okay, so I've made sure to clean my hands really well because I'll be using my hands and a spoon here. I'm going to get a scoop of this very sticky dough. Then using this finger here, I like to keep one hand clean and one kind of messy here. Then I'll take this into the dough and sprinkle some powdered sugar on the top, just like this, and then roll it around in the powdered sugar here. Once you get it covered in powdered sugar, it's a lot easy to roll around. You can see it's not sticking as much anymore. So you kind of roll it into a ball shape here, just like I've got going on here. And I really like to pack a lot of powdered sugar on these so that they really have that crackly, powdered sugar topping. So when you get it nice and coated, you can see here how coated that is in powdered sugar. You put it onto your cookie sheet. I'm only going to do 6 to start with. I will be baking these cookies in a preheated 350-degree oven for about 9 to 10 minutes. Okay, now I'll go ahead and do another one here. Almost broke my rule there of keeping one hand clean. Okay, sprinkle that with powdered sugar and really, again, coat it. And as you're coating it, kind of press it into the dough there so it gets nice and coated and into a ball shape, a rough ball shape. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and do 6 of these here, and I will have 2 cookie sheets going with these so that I can work on one while one is baking. I always like to work with 2 cookie sheets while I'm baking. I bake big batches of cookies all throughout the Christmas season, and my family really loves it. So there we go. We got half of that done so far. And I like having a big bowl of powdered sugar just so I can really roll these cookies around in it rather than just a small amount. And of course, in between batches too, you'll just have to keep washing your hands. They get really messy, as you can see, with sticky dough and lots of sugar. And I'll have to definitely be cleaning up powdered sugar from all through my kitchen. It ends up everywhere, but that's okay. It is worth it. These cookies are delicious. Very lemony and very light. And the fact that they're so easy to make with just a few ingredients, 4 ingredients I believe. The cake mix, the eggs, the Cool Whip, and the powdered sugar. And I will leave the recipe in the description box below also. Okay, so we have our 6th one ready here. And we have our first batch ready to go in the oven. So this is what my tray looks like here. I've got 6 really. Now we'll scooch that one over a little bit just in case they spread. I just like to do these in smaller little batches here. And if I find that they don't spread much, I would potentially add another cookie here and here. But I'm going to go ahead and get these baked, again at 350 degrees for about 9 to 10 minutes. I'll be back to show you what they look like when they're out of the oven. So I just took my first batch out of the oven, and let me go ahead and zoom in close to one of these. These took about 11 minutes, a little bit longer than 10 minutes. To cook up. What you're looking for is what you see right here, a little bit of a golden brown color. Since they're such a light cookie, it's hard to tell. And there you can see on the bottom, it might even be just a little bit, no, that's about right. Just a little bit browner on the bottom and golden brown around the edges. So I'm going to go ahead and put these on a cooling rack and get the next batch in. Okay, I've baked up a few more trays here, and you can see how beautiful these all look and why I love these so much. I love the crackly tops. They look really pretty, and again, they taste delicious. Here I've cracked open one so you can see the inside. It looks like a nice top of a cupcake or something like that. It's good and fluffy and light, and the top is crispy. The bottom is really crispy with the baked sugar. And again, these are an absolutely wonderful cookie. So I'm going to go ahead and get these on my cookie tray, and I'll be back to show you what that looks like. And here are our Cool Whip Lemon Crinkles all set out on our Christmas tray here, ready to go. These will definitely be fun to serve for family dinner night, along with some of the other Christmas cookies that I'll be making. To store these cookies, I like to choose a container that is not completely airtight, or I like to leave a corner of the lid open a little bit. If you store these too airtight, because they have a lot of moisture in them, they tend to get a little bit soggy, or the tops of the pretty powdered sugar kind of absorb the moisture of the cookie, so they don't look as pretty. I also like to put a layer of wax paper in between the different layers of cookies as well. So that is my recipe for Cool Whip Lemon Crinkle Cake Mix Cookies. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up, hit subscribe for more videos from April's Home. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll talk to you later. Goodbye.